Psalms 128, verse 3 in the NLT. Your wife will be like a fruitful grapevine, flourishing within your home. Your children will be like vigorous young olive trees as they sit around your table. Before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS. Peace, honor, and respect to you brothers that's out there laboring, edifying, rally, divine the word, in truth and sincerity. And shalom to you believers out there, the Akim wa Akwath. All right. And what I wanted to get into in this lesson was, the Lord told us, learn not the way of the heathen. All right. That's one thing that came to mind because over here in America, Babylon the Great, we have looked at having children as something bad. What do I mean by that? Not if you have one or two, but let's say somebody have 10 kids or 7 kids, 6 kids. It's like, woo, And the reason for that mainly is due to finances. The way this Edomite has set up. He have put a monopoly on things, and we're under the curses anyway. But the way this devil have done things, it made like having children to be like it's burdensome or something, like it's a problem with it. Then you have this devil, he comes out with population control. He feel like it's too many people on the planet. Think about what China is doing. China has I looked it up. China has, now I Googled this. Does China have a law against having too many children? It says, when did the one-child policy end? The end of China's one-child policy was announced in late 2015, and it formally ended 2016. So the end of the one-child policy just ended recently, as of 9 years ago. Beginning in 2016, the Chinese government allowed all families to have 2 children, and in 2021, all married couples were permitted to have as many as 3 children, so they put a cap on it. All right, this is what these heathens do, man. Because, Moab, he's in cahoots with Esau. But, Israelites, matter of fact, let's go to it. When you go to Genesis chapter 35, and the Most High said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, Yaquab, okay? But Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And the Most High said unto him, I am the God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. And a nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins, man. And the Israelites, us, man, we like to be fruitful and multiply. But in this society, man, in this Edomite rule society, it has made that to be somewhat of burdensome, slacky, to where our women, they automatically have go get Plan Bs, taking birth control, us wearing condoms. Those things will not be in the kingdom, man. Those things will not be. Let me get Psalms again. 128, verse 3 in the NLT, it says, your wife will be like a fruitful grapevine flourishing in your home, all right? Your children will be like vigorous young olive trees as they sit around your table. And as you brothers and sisters can see, I have these slides showing of, the Israelite man and woman, or Israelite man and women with their children. And it will be a beautiful thing. It's going to be such a beautiful thing to just be able to enjoy our children, enjoy our family, and not have to worry about how many kids that we have. Worry about the finances, the financial aspect of taking care of our children. Because that's one of the main things that put a hindrance between the Israelite man and the Israelite woman of having kids. It's finances. It's other aspects, but one thing about it's about those finances, man. Or you have our women out here that want to have more children to get benefits, but it won't be thus in the kingdom. It'll just be a lovely experience for both parties. Have children, raise children, watch them grow. Let me get this. Isaiah 60:22. It says what? A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time. Yeah. So a little one shall become 1,000. How will that happen? Because a man will have multiple women, and he'll be able to impregnate those women, and those women will birth him children. All right. And that's why they're going to be like what? They're going to be like vigorous young olive trees as they sit around our table, man. All right. We're going to have many children. We're going to get to see our great, because we're not going to die. And all of our male children will come to rulership. And all of our female children will be wives to men that's in power in our nation. Because every Israelite man gonna have his own thing going on. All right, from the least to the greatest. So we're not gonna have to worry about our daughter being a stripper, being in the porn industry, just being a thought, a baby mama. No, she's gonna be a wife. And we're not gonna have to worry about our sons, falling to the streets, being a thug, being in prison, being mowed down by Esau. No, he's gonna grow from a young prince to a king, man. And we gonna see it all happen. Let me get this. When you go to Isaiah 65 in the NLT as well, I'm gonna start at verse 19. It says, I will rejoice over Jerusalem and delight in my people, who is the Lord's people, the Israelites. And the sound of weeping and crying will be heard in it no more. Yes, no longer will babies die when only a few days old. No longer will babies die when only a few days old. We're going to be able to enjoy our children and watch them grow. It's going to be no more premature deaths. It's going to be no more stillborns. No more our children dying from stray bullets. Continuing on to verse 20, no longer will adults die before they have lived a full life. No longer will people be considered old at 100. Only the curse will die that young, right? So us being not under the curses anymore, well, guess what? We're going to live out a full life. There's going to be no more death. But you hear the point in that verse, no longer will babies die when only a few days old. All right? We're going to enjoy our children. We're going to enjoy having children. The thought of having children is not going to be like, oh man, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to take care of them. I'm barely making it. The girl get pregnant and now a couple months into her pregnancy, you can't stand her no more. Y'all break up. You got to worry about child support. It's going to be no more of that, man. I want to get this verse right here. And I want to go to Psalms 127. Psalms 127, verse 3. It says, lo, children are a heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Yes, the Lord is going to reward us with big families. You know how back in the day, great grandmama, she had all them kids, and now we look at that now and be like, woo, my grandmama had 12 kids. My grandmama had 10 kids. And we look at it kind of like, damn, that's a lot. Well, we're going to have a lot of children, man. That's why in Isaiah 60, it said, a little one shall become 1,000, a small one, a strong nation. Yes, one man can make a nation. And that's what's going to happen. Now, when you go here to Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, I'm going to get that in a GNT. It says what? Chapter 30, starting at verse 3. So, anyone who gives good guidance to his son cannot only take pride in him amongst his friends, but he can make his enemies jealous. Yeah. You ever seen that father who is boasting in his son? Matter of fact, let me go up to verse 2. It says, if a son is disciplined, he will be of some use, and his father can boast of him to his friends. Yeah, you ever seen a man, his son is what you call on the straight. He got his head on straight. He might graduate high school, college, or whatever, Now he's a successful man. He boasts on his son, man, to his friends. His friends come over, yeah, my son, he just graduated. Yeah, my son, he just started his own business or whatever it may be. That father is proud of that, man. Even, the mother can boast on her son. Yeah, my son is doing this, my son. It's nothing like seeing parents who is proud of their children. You can see that their face is glowing. And that's how we gonna be. We're gonna be proud of all our children, man. Because, in this society, in this system, being under the curses especially, you can say you have 3 kids. 2 of them could be doing good, but you always might have that rotten apple. Not so in the kingdom. All of your children is going to be good. Your daughters, they're going to be, respectful young ladies. They're going to be been raised by good mothers, those daughters of Sarah. So they're going to know how to be wives. They're going to be classy. They're not going to be out here showing all of their goods. And your sons, they're going to be raised up, the sons of Jacob. They're going to be bred to be rulers. They're not going to be like how now in this society, they're bred to be thugs, bred to be on that corner. No, they're going to be bred for rulership. And we're going to be in control of that, man. But every man of our nation is going to be an example of how to be. So it's not going to be like, all right, we got to keep them from that area over there with them niggas over there, because then he might, every man of our nation, your son can be around any man of our nation and see an example of rulership, just as well as the daughters. They can be around any one woman of our nation, and that woman will be a great example to her. That's gonna be the lovely thing about it, man. Israel, we gonna be in peace, man, and we gonna enjoy our wives. We gonna enjoy women, gonna enjoy their husband, and we're gonna enjoy our families, man. I just want to bring this out. Lord willing, it was edifying. To the next lesson. Shalom.